my crypto kings and queens, we are looking at DXY this Friday. It's pretty late here in Sweden, but we're just gonna do a recap of what we spoke about on yesterday's live stream. As you guys can see, we haven't done anything special actually. The market is still consolidating after we've had this huge drop, so we can expect the market to continue to consolidate. Of course, it is Friday, so we're closing. The market is already closed when it comes to DXY, so we did close this weekly chart with a pretty massive candlestick that did break below a previous support that we did have. So this week we're extremely bearish, but if we're looking at the lower time frames today, we did have the retest of the support that we did break, and then we saw also the retest of the Fibonacci level at 106.435. If we go down to the 1 hourly once again, you can still see how the market is preparing itself to create high highs and higher lows. We did create one higher low after we did been retesting the support at 105.770 for a couple of times. So either we'll see the market only come back up and retest this previous support that we did break, or if we see the market continue up a little bit, we just might have the retest of 106.622. So we have some Fibonacci levels that we can expect the market on the XY continue up to, potential then continuation of the next drop. If we are zooming out on BTC, you can see that we have this inverted head and shoulder, which I think it was FedEx actually that told me on yesterday's live stream. I did not actually see this pattern when I was looking at it, but that's why I do love have these live stream guys together with you, because you help me so much. Even if I look at the chart, sometimes you do actually miss some of the things, but I'm so happy that he actually told me about this on the live stream that we did have, because we also have the market if the market is giving us this head and shoulder formation, we're using the previous support from 16,390. We saw the market pull back down, retest this level. If we're breaking above 16,790, that is this is the key level that we do have, but this is also the neckline that we could potentially use if now the market would have if the market would have a momentum above this level to take us up to some higher targets. So let us see now if this will be where we see the market actually giving us the head and shoulder formation, now the inverse head and shoulder formation. If we go down to the lower time frames, you can clearly see how the market is still consolidating. The market on the 1 hourly chart is still giving us lower lows and lower highs. We're taking the Fibonacci from the last lower high to the lower low, and we are right now retesting the Fibonacci level between 16,497 and 16,468 at the moment, and we are above this level, but we can definitely see the market continue breakdown, retest from below, and that can give us some more momentum to the downside, because remember, everything is probabilities, but this most likely can be where the market is actually bouncing to the upside, because we are right now above the level that we did expect the market only to come back up and retest for a potential drop. So let us see now. We can see that while we are recording this, that the market is giving us some momentum to the downside. The last higher low that we have is this support at 16,340. So let us see if this is going to be where the market is giving us a higher low level, or if we'll see the market break below, continuation to the downside. But we're also looking between the support at 16,400 and around 16,340, because as you can see, we've been retesting this level for a couple of times. And other thing that we can actually do is that we drag another Fibonacci from the last low to the high that we have, and you can clearly see how around this level it is extremely important around what we've already talked about. And yeah, this is where we're gonna see if the market have the potential retest. If that's the case, we have three Fibonacci levels that we just might come back up and take, and that is take profit 1 potentially can be 16,715. We have take profit 2 at 16,875, and we have take profit 3 at 17,015, and that is also us breaking above the key level and also the potential neckline. But of course, if the market would come back up to this level, we just might see the market give us a bounce down, because when the market is coming to these type of levels, which are really respected, you will also see the market give you some type of rejection around them. So that is why it is extremely important for us to understand that even if the market continues to the upside, expect the market for another drop. But right now, what we're looking at, the market is still in a downtrend, but we have broken above the support levels, the previous lower higher low level, and also the Fibonacci levels, which can most likely give us a potential continuation to the upside. So let us see what's going to happen with this. If we are zooming out from Ethereum, we can also see that we are still retesting the key level from above at 1,180. We saw how the market pull back up, and we have the same scenario here. We have of course the inverse head and shoulder formation, and if we're breaking above the Fibonacci levels that we have between 1,207 and 1,241, this will most likely be where we see the market give us then the retest of the neckline that we have, and that can take us back up to some higher targets, and one of them is around 1,330, because that is the next key level that we have. Because remember, when we're looking at key levels, the market is usually bouncing in between. Just going back in time, you can see clearly how the market has been bouncing in between these levels. Sometimes you see how the market is giving you some fake outs, but that is why it's so important to use these key levels, because when we are around them, you can also see what we're looking at right now. We have the key level at 1,118. We saw the market give us the fake out level from this one time and the second time. It's going to be very exciting to see if this actually going to play out, because as we spoke about a couple of days ago, the market gave us the previous lower high combined with the lower low, and around potentially 1,400 just might be the next lower high for the next momentum to the downside. This is amazing, guys, because yesterday we did have a live stream and I spoke about the Fibonacci level on XRP at 0.3900, and we saw the market came down, exactly retested that level. We took take profit 1, and that we also retested the 50% at 0.4110. So we have the next potential take profits around 0.4278 and 0.4415, which definitely can be where we see the market continue up to. If we're zooming out on the daily chart, this was what we spoke about. You can see how the market was consolidating in between 0.3200, 0.3800, and if we're continuing up, we are reaching 0.4400, and we also have the Fibonacci between 0.4113 and 0.4338. This is Fibonacci levels that we can expect the market to drop from, but if we have the market giving us a bigger momentum, we're also looking at this previous resistance and support level at 0.4440. If we're breaking above those levels, we're zooming out on the chart, and you can see that we are at that time reaching the trend line, which is extremely important for us. We're closing the weekly chart with an extremely bullish candlestick. Of course, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, the market is still continuing during the weekend, so let us see what's going to happen. I don't think that we will have a big massive drop. Usually when we have the weekends, of course, the market is usually just consolidating, so first of all, we don't have to expect the market give us a super big movement. But another thing that we can of course do is that we drag another Fibonacci now, and you can clearly see how the market gave you the level at the Fibonacci level, which we also today came back down and retested at 0.4300. Now we have the take profit at 0.4257 and also 0.4415, which is combined with the previous support that we did speak about. So let us see how this is gonna play out. Fibonacci is working fantastic. Don't forget that you can also receive the best bonus available right now on Bybit, up to $30,030 by using the link in the description down below the video. As you guys can see, you have multiple cryptocurrencies that you can trade. The good thing with Bybit is that you have zero fees when it comes to spot pairs. Another great thing when it comes to Bybit is that they also giving out different bonuses. Of course, if you're downloading the app, you get an extra $5. If you're using this if you're trading right now, you get an extra $11. It's leverage trading, guys, so please always be careful when it comes to that. Use risk management, because we do not want you guys to lose more than you are able to handle. But of course, when it comes to trading, we always have to understand that It comes losses, it comes wins, and we have to balance that out, and that is why we're using risk management. Thank you everyone for looking at this video together with me. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification so you know when I am live next time or when I do have my daily updates. We will have some more live streams during this weekend, so please make sure to subscribe to it so you see what we're about to do, because we have some really good things that we can go through the charts even if the market is a little bit slow, but back testing is always key. I hope everyone is having a great day. Happy Thanksgiving, even if it was a couple of days ago, but I do love you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to bed now. Good night.